Right now we're going to be going over Lbre Tech Talk, iOS 7 Introduction, Review, and Tips and Tricks Part 2. So please feel free to follow along with your devices. Everyone, you guys got your devices out? Hi, Catherine. All right. First of all, thank you all for taking the time to attend this overview. Can everyone? Yes. Great. Okay, so I'm going to go over the iOS 7 Tech Talk agenda. This Tech Talk is to review and demo the features from iOS 7 Tips and Tricks 1 and to introduce and demo more features. The presentation here is going to, as I said, review the new look and features. We're going to review NAM enrollment deadline. And we're going to go over overview of iMessage and view data usage, introduce and demo iOS 7 features, and then we will have questions and answers. Okay. This is the iOS 7 image. So I want to ask everyone here, have most of you downloaded iOS 7? Has Sharon? Haven't yet? Okay, so you want to just, okay, great. If you want, you can sit next to someone who has already downloaded it so you can have hands-on. Oh, but you have it on your iPad? Okay, perfect. And share with Mark. All right, so this is what the new image looks like. 7 new image. That's the home screen. So these are some of the screens, such as the phone screen that's changed, the screen, and the note screen. Calendar screen changed, Safari, and the camera. So first I'm going to talk about the calendar. Okay, so if all of you would go to your home button, go to your calendar. Okay. Actually, the first screenshot is what the calendar looks like in a daily view. All right. So if you notice, iOS 6 have all the events listed right there. Now, in order to view your events, you would go to the magnifying glass on the upper right-hand corner. Just view that. Feel free. So you still have that option. The only thing, it's not cluttered in the daily view. Okay. Now, if you press on the upper hand corner that little arrow to the left, that's the monthly view. Okay. If you look at the middle screenshot, if you look at the gray dots, that you know that there was events on those dates. Okay. Then the red encircled means that's today's date. So if you go to another date, it'll be encircled in black. To set up meetings, like at work, it's best to continue doing it on your desktop. The reason for this is that there is syncing issues between iOS devices and Outlook. You can always use the plus button, add like little reminders, like going to the gym or, you know, to do something at whatever time, work. But to meetings, please continue to do it on your desktop. Now, if you press the left arrow button at the very top, that will take you to the screenshot, which is the yearly view. You scroll up and down there. So when you scroll, you can look at the, if you want to go ahead and scroll, if you scroll up, it'll, I think, the later years, and if you scroll down, it'll to the, you know, like 2012 and on. So this is a really good, useful tool if you want to plan vacation years ahead or whatever. Having kids, I don't know, whatever you want to do. So this is really handy. Now, to go back to the monthly view, what you would do is you would go month. Like, let's say you wanted to go back to October. In your yearly view, you would press that month, and it would take you back to the monthly view. So these are just scrolling and use your calendar. Now, to select the daily view, you could either press the date on your monthly view and give you to that daily view. The other thing is the magnifying goes for events. You can also use it to search your calendar. So we just press the magnifying glass, and if you wanted to see you had a dentist appointment on your calendar, you would type search dentist, and it would all the events that included the word dentist, or what you want to use if you had a meeting that had to do with MDA. So it's a good tool to search through your calendar. And also on your daily view, let's see where it says at 9 o'clock that meeting. If you tap and press on it, little circles that appear on the top and the bottom, you could move that. Like let's say you wanted to move it to noon, you could move that right there on that page. So that's too. If you go to the daily view and you have an event there, right? If you press on the event and hold it, circles will come up on the bottom. You could actually move that appointment right then instead of going to edit and changing that appointment. So that's actually it's a way to appointments. Yes, fine?
When you move it, will that notify everyone that was invited to the meeting?
That's the thing. There's syncing issues. So really, I tested it, but you know what? I'm going to test it, and I'll let you know for sure. I can't tell you if it does or not. I'll test it.
Okay.
Thank you for the question, though. Okay. Now, we're going to go to Control Center. So if everyone would just hit your home button, and then if you swipe from the bottom up, you'll have your Control Center. Okay? Is that the Control Center? So this is a quick and easy way. This is a quick and easy way to access your Control Center. And what the Control Center does is you're able to quickly turn airplane off and on, turn Wi-Fi on and off, your Bluetooth on and off, and your disturb, which does everyone know what Do Not Disturb? Anybody know what it is for?
Off all the audible sounds that it makes.
Exactly. Like let's say you don't want to be disturbed. You had a couple days where you worked really hard, and you don't want anything to ring. Exactly. And then, huh?
Disable vibrate?
Yeah. You
have to bring one up.
I don't know. Nothing had. Do you know?
It doesn't.
I think it does. Everything. Yes.
iPhone speaker and ours say AirPlay.
Oh, because I have mine set up on you, because I'm going to do an AirPlay demonstration for you. That's why it says that.
Type AirPlay.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Doesn't. Oh. It works.
Yeah, because crazy things happen sometimes. But not that crazy. So then, where was I? Also, the fourth little button, it'll unlock and lock it'll change your orientation where you could lock like the horizontal and the vertical, and you can also lock your brightness. Not lock it. You can move it like higher and lower it on your phone. So that's pretty cool. And then also you can, when you're listening to music, you can lower the volume or put it up higher. You can pause it. So quick access. You don't have to go deep into your phone. And AirDrop, which I'll demonstrate in a minute, which enables you to quickly send information through texting. And then that has a share button you can share with someone that's right next to you. And play, which I'll demonstrate. Have the flashlight, which is cool. You have an app now. Yep. Look at Mark's. Everyone. Yay. So that you can turn it off and on. Your alarm, you can set really quick, and you can also, there's a timer, and then there's a world clock, and they have the calculator, so you can quickly access your calculator and camera, of course. Okay, so Control Center, you can also access it from a locked screen, which is pretty cool. So now I show you AirDrop. So we did something. We shared a picture, and that's Jonathan's baby. Oh, how cute! So what you do is, like I said, AirDrop enables you to share pictures, videos, anything that has a share button on it. Okay, so you can do that. Like if you go to your photos and you look, you'll see a little bubble that says share. That lets you know you can share that. Or contact, if someone wants to know, oh, what's so-and-so's number? And you put on the contacts, and one standing right next to you, you can just go ahead and shoot them the contact. So what you would do is you would, like in this case, I went to the photos, he went to the photos, and then he went back to AirDrop, where we had it in Control Center, and my phone showed up on his. Now, there could be other people there, too, that you can share that are right next to you. And a message that said, Jonathan Lee would like to share a photo. They had a choice of accepting or declining it. So AirDrop, don't feel like, oh, any stranger can come up to you and just send pictures that you don't even want. You have a choice. You can accept it or you can decline it. All right. So then, let's say that I wasn't on my phone. I would see a little message saying that Jonathan wanted to share a photo with me. All right. You just don't want to mess with AirDrop. You just like, oh, I don't want to. You decide to turn it off. In your Control Center, you would AirDrop. You could make yourself not show up on anyone's phone. Or you can have contacts only. So anyone that's on your contact list, you can go ahead and have the ability to share. Everyone. You can, like you can go ahead and put everyone on there, and you have the choice of accepting or declining. All right? Yes? Well, texting, you have to go, this one, you just do Control Center. You go to your picture, and the contact will show up. Texting just takes a few more little taps. Yeah. Yes?
Contacts only, what if you want to choose like a group of contacts, not the entire contact list? Can you do that?
Yeah, if they're sitting they're right next to you. So it's Javon, Elisa, their phones will show up as long as, that's the other thing, they have to have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on. So if they're all standing right next to you, then show up, yeah, you can.
Or you have to be close proximity.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 feet or something like that. It's pretty close, and then, because then you say, oh my God, too many, there's a limit to the amount of space after a while. Any other drop? Okay, Notification Center. Notification Center, you can do it from the lock screen. What you do is you go from top to the bottom, okay? And what that is, that's like the other one's new features. It allows you to give you a view of your day, okay? So, on the left upper hand side, it'll be like this one. This was an old picture, but that was the days that I took that picture in. It was partly cloudy. It shows you the weather and what's coming up on your calendar. So here, it was around 6 o'clock, I guess, and I had that appointment. So it changes. Like if it was 9 in the morning, it'd show you what's in the morning. Okay. And as you scroll, it'll also give you the stocks if you want to. But you never know. And also, it'll give view, like a preview of tomorrow's day, which is really cool. And if you have your location services and you go to work every day, it usually tells me how long it'll take me to get home, which I like. All right. And then also it shows all the apps that while your phone was locked up, it show you all the different updates that came for your apps. And missed calls or invitations. Yeah, well, through GPS, not the traffic. It just kind of keeps tabs of how long it takes you to get home by where you are. Like it'll say, oh, it's going to take you 35 minutes to get home because it knows that your phone is at Stanford, and then by the time you get home, it knows you're home because it knows that every day you do the same thing. It's kind of, huh? No, that's from the GPS.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So there we go on to Safari. So if you go ahead and go to Safari, Safari's totally it's ramped and it looks pretty cool, and I like it better. The first thing is it's got a unified location / search field. If you remember, iOS6 used to have two bars. One was location and one was search. Now it's got one bar, which is search, and you can just load. You can do both things from that address bar. So that's circled in red. All right, and then this is kind of a little home screen to me. And once you go on to the search field, your virtual keyboard will come up, and then you'll be able to whatever website you want to. Okay. Did everybody find that? Now, the difference with Safari is before, if you notice, the iOS6 used to have the .com button. Now, to access that, you just press and hold the period and the question mark, and then automatically will come up with the .com, which is pretty cool because, usually people use .com. Or if you want to use .edu, you just move it to the left or the right, depending on which you want to find. Another thing that's pretty cool is Safari allows you to view more of your page. So kind of like a full screen view. So if you all would go to a website, or whatever you want. I do the Apple or Safari. Yeah. If you scroll down, you start scrolling. The address bar will become smaller, and the buttons will disappear. So it allows you to have more of a view of what you're looking at. When you want to move on, what you either press slightly on the top or on the bottom, and the keys will come up. So and try it, and it gives you more of a view. So that navigation gesture that's new. You to previous history. So here's a picture, a screenshot of me on the, it's the BGM website, okay? Now let's say I wanted to go to looking at previously. I would move it either to the left for the previous or to the right back to this. I moved it after. So you can scroll to the left or right instead of hitting the back button, which is nice. And then the tabs, the new tabs and stuff.
Yeah, like this. Here's I'm going.
The new it looks like two pieces of paper on top of each other. So it's on the lower hand side. If you go, did everyone find new tabs? Okay, perfect. You see, it looks like a file folder, and you can just go, whatever site you want to look at that you previously were looking. So you can just tap and go to, in my case, I could go to EAM, and then I look at what I'm looking at, go back to Apple, check out the news at Wall Street Journal. So it's very easy to get to. It's going, you previously had to go, I think, the button and then go down and see all your views there. All right? And also you can close the page as much easily. Instead of, previously you had to go hit the X to close it. Now all you have to do is go to what you want to close and swipe it to the left. If you guys do that. Swipe it to the left and that closes it.
Oh, okay. I guess you can either tap.
Okay, next we're going to talk about the reading list. Okay. The reading list allows you to save web pages, okay? So let's say you're here at work and you're reading about an article and you don't have time to finish it. So you want to read it later. Repeat. So what you can do is to the article, and then you hit the little button that, hold on. What it is, it's got a square, a little arrow. It's to it. Did everyone find that on the lower? Okay. And then where it says reading list, you send it to your reading list, okay? Once it does that, and the rest looks like little glasses, you go back to your bookmarks, and on the right-hand side, there's these little glasses, and you press it, and the article will show up there. Was you able to do that?
Where do you get the reading list?
It's not up there, but where you get it is go to Safari. And I'll show it to you on my phone. Here. You go to Safari, and it looks like an open book right here at the bottom, and see blue here at the top right-hand side. There's glasses. You hit, and all your articles will appear there. And to delete them, you just press to the left, and you can delete them. Yes. You don't have to be on Wi-Fi to read them. So it's cool. Like, let's say you're on the train, and then you can read that article. You don't have to be on Wi-Fi. You can just go ahead and read them. So that's useful. And then there's the private button on the lower left-hand corner. Well, it's always been there, but it was deep in settings. That allows you to private browse. So it doesn't keep a record of your browsing, of the history of the browsing.
Delete them out of there?
Huh?
How do you delete them out of your
list? You just scroll to the left. So you go like this. And then you'll see the delete button. Yeah, and that's how you delete them. So you'll keep up with, you'll be organized. Now to the camera. Now the thing about the camera, other than that it got more pixels, is that on the left you can now, if you just go left or right, you can change between photo, video, square, panorama. Now, square is a new option. That's for people that like to do Instagram. You don't have to crop anything, so it gives you like a square picture. So if you have a 5S, there's also an option called slow-mo, which allows you to video in slow motion. If you don't have a 5S, you don't have that option. And go to also a new feature we call filters. So see, this is a picture of Minnie right there. Now I want to change different views. If you look at the second screenshot, it'll turn into mono, tonal, noir. Changes the effects. And you can also do this after you've taken the picture. So you have an option. Fun. All right. Now we're going to move on to something that's very important. It's called MDM enrollment deadline, all right? What it is all iOS and Android devices must have MDM, which is Mobile Device Manager. That's what's used to encrypt your device. Everyone has to have MDM no later than February 28th of this year. It's about less than. So everyone should be on it, and if you're not, what you have to do is sign to Stanford MDM. So in Lbre, go to mdm.stanford.edu, and that'll take you to MDM, and verify that your devices are on there. So if you have an iPhone and iPad, it should show that the devices are enrolled in MDM. So this is a security, and it's a mandate, information security mandate that we have to comply with. And reports like if your phone is not on there, so it protects all of us. It's a security protection. Yeah. So that's also that's exactly what's going to happen if you're on MDM. Just do anything. It'll automatically, maybe or not, we're working with ITS to find out if we have to do anything in addition. It could be that it's behind the scenes. It'll change you to AirWatch. It could not be that the case. But in the meantime, don't worry. You might see profiles that say, oh, MDM, it's going to expire February 28th or something. It's okay. We'll have everything taken care of before that date if you're already enrolled in MDM. But if you don't see your device, it's really easy. You can just go ahead and register the device, or we'll be more than happy to help you here. Either do a help us here or come by. Anyone here can help you in IT, and we'll do that for you. Okay. As for personal phones, like an iPhone or an Android, if you use Stanford email, or if you use any kind of Stanford application, you have to enroll your device in MDM. Okay? But if you have your personal phone and you don't have any Stanford email or Stanford applications, you don't have to worry about it. But if you do have those applications in your email, you have to have them registered also by that date, February 28th, 2014. So that's the day of February. That's really easy to remember, unless it's leap year. I know, I haven't looked. Questions about MDM? Yes?
I have on my personal cell, my Stanford app, so I have to enroll in
No.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah.
They all absolutely have to.
Yeah. Or if you look at EAM through there or something, if you have the EAM and you, yeah, or off web or something.
So can we load the MDM right now?
Yes. Yes. Do it on your desktop. You can view your MDM, or you can look at it on your phone. If you don't use it, on a desktop, then use it on your phone. You could do it on your desktop, or you're welcome to use any of our company. We'll check it out for you in a big screen or whatever you want to do. But we'll help you.
Everybody who received a device in the last year should already be enrolled. That's part of the process. So in all likelihood, we're trying to pick up anybody.
Yeah.
Or had a device that was issued a long time ago and never got enrolled. Or because personal device. Like it's got the same email account for a personal device.
Yeah. So, iMessage. Okay, people sometimes are kind of curious. What's the difference between message and text messaging? iMessages, you'll notice that some of your messages will be blue and some of them will be green. Blue means it's iMessage, and green means it's a regular text message. I is like an IM. So you're able to send messages between Apple devices such as iPads, iPhones, Mac, if you have a certain, like Lion and above, or even an iPod, okay?
Apple devices, does it matter the age of the Apple device, for instance, Apple, the 3?
It has to be 4 or higher.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, so you want your message was delivered. That's how you can tell, besides it being blue or green, what the good about iMessage is, well, some people like it, is it'll tell you when it was delivered, and it'll tell you if it was read if you have that setting on there. Okay? And now, sometimes your message might get stuck. When it gets stuck, you'll see either this screen that it's sending and it just doesn't go. I don't know if anybody's experienced that, but I'm going to show you how to fix that. So if that happens, another thing is if you don't see a delivery, that's to know that it's stuck. Okay, to do that, what you would do is you'd go to your settings. If you want to scroll through there, you go to your settings and then you'll scroll down and see messages. Okay, and once you see messages where it says message, if you do use iMessage, it would be in green. So just turn it off. This is to fix it if it's stuck. And then you would go back to settings, go to general, and then go to reset to reset. And you'll see where it's circled in red, it says reset network settings. You would turn reset network settings. Then your phone will go through its spiel. It'll start and restart. And once done with that, you'll go back to messages, settings and messages, and turn the green button again. Your messages should start coming through. That's just to fix that, okay? So, I was about the AT&T cell phone plan. This is what I'm not sure if everyone knows, but every month we have unlimited cell minutes, and that's $31.99. And have either 200 text messages for $5 or $20 for unlimited text messages. Okay, you also have 5 gigabytes of data. Now, really important is that we don't incur any overages. Each gigabyte that you do go over, it's $10, so it can be very costly. So remember, when you're here at work, that you're on Stanford Wi-Fi, and if you're at home, use a home Wi-Fi connection to minimize Stanford data usage. And if you don't have a home Wi-Fi, turn your cell data off. Okay. So to minimize, because we wouldn't want to go over just because we want to put Stanford, or I don't know how you would call it. Yes, Johan? That's what perfect. That's perfect timing. Okay, so I'm going to teach you. That's so great. So for mostly everyone here has AT&T. Does anyone not? Verizon?
Yes.
Perfect. How you can check your data usage and your text messaging. Right. So if everyone would go to their phones and go to your regular screen where you go to make a call. So hit go to your home and then hit phone and go like you're going to dial up. So you'll see this, all the phone numbers. If you dial star 3282 pound for AT&T, for Verizon you would dial star 3282. Dial that, you'll go ahead and you'll get you see the message that comes up when you hit the call button? Did everyone, or did I do that? Okay. Okay, hit dismiss. You'll receive a text message. It looks like this on your right screen. It'll be your next bill cycle, how much you've used, like 1,994.67, and I have 5 out of 5,120. I've done 255 text messages of unlimited. Now, if you had a plan that was 200 minutes and you see that it's 300, call me, let me know, or email me, or come by, and we'll talk about changing your text messaging plan. So this allows you to watch out for your usage. It's very important. So another thing you can do, if you guys want to, if you can add this to your contacts, so you can do it like, you know, periodically once a month or something, or once every 2 weeks. You can add that to your contacts. It hasn't come through?
Yeah, it's already here.
Did you press call? Did you star 3282 pound? Yes, dismiss. Did you get a screen like this? So once you dismiss it, it's on already.
Okay, just got it.
Oh, you just got it? Mark?
The costs you just showed, were those monthly costs?
Yes.
So they charge like $32 for cell minutes and $40 for 5 gigabytes.
Yes, and then $20 if you have unlimited text messages.
So the
Or
total,
5.
total of all those, per month, total cost.
Plus tax, like without any overages.
Yeah.
It's all those little PUC, some kind of weird charges and taxes and surcharges.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Now, to look at some other features. Put my phone up on the screen, which is what a demonstration of how AirPlay works. Let's see. Up there, and my phone, see my phone there? Right, so first of all, we're going to go over Spotlight search. So it would all, what you do is you press from the middle down, search. So that allows you to look at anything that you want to look at that's on your phone. So it's like a search button. So I wanted to search for Apple. See, it shows everything that has to do with Apple. You can also have applications that have Apple Store events. That's useful that you can use that. Next one is level. There's a level now. So if you would all go to your compasses.
So get out of Spotlight search?
I'm sorry. Hit your home button again. Go to, I have mine under Apple apps. So Apple apps, you might have it there. Did anyone not find it?
Better get Spotlight search.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Woo. So go, that's great. Go to Compass, and then you upgrade it by going, oh, like, tilt it. See? So let's see if this table's level. Level. I don't believe it. That's cool. Good job. All right, so does anyone have any problems? Okay, you go to Compass. Michael, that's a good suggestion. You can use your Spotlight search, type Compass, and it'll bring you app or an Apple app. So go to your Compass.
Is this a compass analog?
Oh, no. We'll have to call the carpenter shop. The table's not level. So that's the level. Now play with Siri. You know, if you're busy and driving and touch your phone, but I don't know, you're just mess with your phone. that much. So what you do is you hit Siri and you go, Siri, read my emails.
You have emails.
Okay.
The link sent at 10:30 a.m. from Facia, staff now, with the subject, declined Lbre Tech Talk, iOS 7 Introduction Review and Tips and Tricks Part 2. At 10:11 a.m.
All right, stop. It'll do like subjects and emails, and you can go on to say, oh, finish reading my emails, go in depth, and she'll read your emails. Or if she mispronounces, which she does, you can correct her. How you do that is you say, that's not how to pronounce that. And it'll give you options to change that. So, you know, if you want to, you have,
Ask her to delete.
huh?
You ask her to delete.
I will have to try it.
You can ask her.
I know what, oh, I've read it. I'll have to check. That's the second one that I have to check on. I wonder.
I'm afraid I can't delete email messages for you.
Ooh, there you go. Question answered. All right, so take control of apps and make the most of your battery. Oh, what was that? Oh, no. You want to share that, Catherine?
Siri, call my mother.
Yeah, cool. Kind of personal, huh? Oh, you can also change Siri's voice if you want to hear. You can change it to a male voice, or if you want to keep it with her voice, you can. So option 2. So now,
Where was that access from?
Siri,
Yeah.
you just hit the home screen and start talking. Hi, Siri. I hope. So that's how you access Siri. Now, the other thing you can do is automatically update all your iOS apps. Okay, so remember how we'd get all those little numbers to update? Now you have to do that. So how you do that is you go back to settings. You would go back to settings and go to and it says background not fresh. Now that's something else. Well, if you go here, you can also, in order to preserve battery life, you can turn some of these apps down so that they don't automatically, because they periodically update through the day, and if you have it on green, it uses up some of your battery life. So you turn them off to the ones that you don't care that much. That'll save battery life.
So when did they refresh then? Manually?
When you're to your phone
Okay.
or when Wi-Fi. It doesn't use up cellular data. Contact on Wi-Fi or cellular, yes.
But AirWatch should never be turned off. AirWatch.
Air,
Correct.
yeah, it's on there. It'll always be there. It'll be there for you always. Oh yes, okay. So if you go to settings and then go to iTunes and App Store, scroll down. See how what I. To do.
You should ask Siri.
No, I'm going to ask Jonathan. There we go. What do you think? I'm trying to go to the update app, but I did it on my phone. Do you think the air server fell off? back up here.
Sure.
So see up there, it's green. That lets you know that the apps are being refreshed. So if you put green, it'll update the apps, okay? And I suggest that you use cellular data off, so that way you don't use your cellular data, okay? Now, how to know when text messages were sent. If you go to your text messages and to a message, if you message and go to the left, it'll tell you times that these text messages were sent, okay? So you can. Multitasking. Now, in order to close apps, you would press the home screen and your apps would be there at the bottom and you have to do X amount. All you have to do is wipe them like this. You can even use 3 fingers, wipe 3 at a time, okay? The thing is, for people, sometimes it's hard to read these, text. So if you go to settings and you go to accessibility, I'm sorry, general, and then go to accessibility, and then bold text. You turn that on in green, and if you continue, this setting, it'll restart your phone, and you can put all your text in bolder text, okay? Or use at the above that, it says, once that's canceled out, it says larger type. You can make your text larger. So, it's not doing what I want it to do, but you could scroll to make the text bigger and smaller, and it'll change it on here. Right? Another thing is blocking problem callers. Calls you and you want to block their number. You could either go to settings, phone here, and scroll down. You'll see where it says block. If you hit the button where it says you can add phone numbers that you want to block. Or the way to block it is if you go to your button, you go to your phone, you go to recent calls. Let's say someone just called you and you want to block them right away. You would you'd press under their name or their phone number if you don't know their name, if you don't have it in your contacts. You'd press the I and then roll down. See where it says block this caller? You'd press that and you can block that caller. Okay? That'll block their calls, their text messages, FaceTime. If you've noticed, there's some new ringtones, and you go to settings, to sounds, general, I'm sorry, and then to sounds.
Right below general at the top.
Okay.
What's it called?
So settings, under general, go to sounds. There's ringtones. The new iOS 7 ringtones, and you can also change your vibration, the vibrate. So like you tap it and make a little sound, call it whatever you want to call it. So you can distinguish between emails or whatever ringtone or vibration. All right. And then the last thing that I have to tell you is that I don't know if you ever use folders to put your apps in. Before, I think it was a limit of 5, 6 folders. Now it's unlimited, the amount of apps that you can put in a folder. Okay? All right. Thank you again. Does anyone have any questions?
If you use the MDM,
Yes.
can you use your phone overseas?
What?
Can you use your phone overseas if you use MDM?
You have an international plan
Uh-huh.
to use Yeah, you can use it internationally.
It's not to take them overseas anymore.
Well, there's certain high-risk countries.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to wipe your data. You wipe your data. Of course, you make sure that you've backed up all your information. There's certain high-risk countries, and if you do that, we advise you not to take your phones.
Even if
Even if you have MDM.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you decide to take them, of everything, don't use those public Wi-Fi's and all that, and also make sure that you wipe your device when you get back.
If you're traveling overseas, bottom line, ask about it first.
Yeah, you'd have to have an international plan.
To set up an international plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, managers.
There are a lot of variables depending on where you're going.
Yeah, that's of all the high-risk countries. Yeah. Anything else? Well, thanks. Have a good day.